Can we impeach the deputy president using the standard for impeaching the president, when we know very well that the president is immune to prosecution, and therefore the certain standards that apply to him won't apply to the deputy president?
The impeachment process that is ongoing regarding our deputy president is not unique. It's an application of the Constitution.
Yes, we all now see that the impeachment motion is going to go to the Supreme Court or to the judiciary, and the judges are already speaking on this. We all know every impeachment motion has ended up going in the judiciary. Some have been upheld, some have not been upheld. The way the impeachment motion of Rigathi Gachagua was held, there are very many loopholes that 70% of the chances this is going to be kicked out, and this is where the rubber is going to meet the road when William Ruto has lost the Mountain Kenya vote, yet even the Mountain Kenya is going to be producing a presidential candidate. Today, the judge, I think is called Philomena MWILU, came out to talk about the impeachment motion of Rigathi Gachagua. It shows you that the judiciary is more than prepared. So in this episode, I've come to talk about the comments made by Philomena MWILU, the Deputy Chief Justice, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you are new to this channel, please subscribe. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. So, first of all, Rigathi Gachagua is impeached today. And we all know that Parliament passed a resolution that tomorrow they will be having a sitting. I think that sitting is aimed at picking a deputy president to settle down the hearts of the Mountain Kenya. I think that deputy president will be Kimani Ichung'wah if this impeachment motion is successful. Although I think before even this thing goes back to the courts, a deputy president will be picked. So that William Ruto will show signs of picking from Mountain Kenya. Okay? That's the truth. But I'm very sure that this impeachment motion will be kicked out for Rigathi Gachagua to retain this office. Okay? But as this impeachment motion is proceeding, judges are talking about it. In fact, they are giving hope to Kenyans that they will handle this impeachment motion just as other impeachment motions have been held. We all know almost courts has now handled more than 30 impeachment motion of governors, and they are more or less the same, just that this one is national. Okay? Before I speak on this, let me first give you the tape as Deputy Justice MWILU is picked. We all know Kenya has a Chief Justice who's a lady and a Deputy Chief Justice who's a lady. First here, the tape.
The impeachment process that is ongoing regarding our Deputy President is not unique. It's an application of the Constitution. It's not something that has been plugged from the air. It has a constitutional process to follow. And therefore, to that extent, it is a constitutional process. If it comes back to the courts, it's been in the courts, you know, the number of 20 whatever applications and cases. If it comes to court after Senate, whatever it is that happens, we don't know. We cannot anticipate the outcome of the Senate process. If it comes here, it's a case like the next case. It will
the
be...
Chief Justice was commenting about this before the Senate took a vote, in anticipation that if in case it's brought to court, and I'm sure it's by morning, this case will be lodged in court, they will get a decision to bar anyone from picking the deputy president. We all know that there are very many things surrounding that. Even the IBC is not fully constituted, okay, because it's also supposed to be constituted for the deputy president to be picked. Such issues, okay. So he's trying to comment on the case being brought to court, and is touching the hearts of very many Kenyans who supported Rigathi Gachagua to tell them, look, Rigathi Gachagua will have a fair hearing. Let's continue.
Handled by we who sit in the judiciary in the manner the Constitution has authorized us to do, in the manner the law has authorized us to do. We can't go outside the Constitution. We can't go outside of the law.
That is Lady Justice Phenomena, that is the pronunciation, telling Kenyans that Rigathi Gachagua will get a fair hearing. So here is my anticipation. I think following everything which has happened, Rigathi Gachagua is going to be reinstated, because impeaching the deputy president, okay, the framers of the 2010 constitution, so there must be gross misconduct. The 5 accounts which were upheld by Senate, they are not tantamount to gross misconduct. Okay? And that is the basis on which he will get back his position. Remember, even the public participation had loopholes. Remember, when he got sick, Parliament had a leeway of extending maybe till Saturday for him to get a fair hearing. They never extended. That shows you, okay, why they wanted him out. Those are technicalities which will push away this impeachment motion on account that he was not accorded a fair hearing.
150 clause 2 provides that to remove the deputy president, the provisions of Article 144 and 145 relating to the removal of the president, the deputy president, of the president shall apply with the necessary modifications to the removal of the deputy president. The Constitution does not anticipate a situation whereby we apply Article 145 on the removal of the deputy president without modifying it. The phrase is, shall apply with necessary modifications. What modifications has this House made, or the National Assembly made, or Parliament as a collective made to Article 145 before applying it to the Deputy President? Can we impeach the Deputy President using the standard for impeaching the President when we know very well that the President is immune to prosecution, and therefore the certain standards that apply to him won't apply to the Deputy President? So given that the Deputy President has not enjoyed those immunities, how are we protecting him? How are we ensuring that this process is constitutional? It's my submission there's a total failure on Parliament to have proceeded to impeach the Deputy President without making the necessary modifications to Article 145. And you have seen the potholes we have fallen into. It's okay for the President because the President is immune from judicial processes. But is it okay that the Deputy President should be prosecuted using the same standard used for the President?
They would have extended maybe till Saturday so that the Senate sitting could be gazetted. Okay? So, Rigathi Gachagua vowed to fight till on. Very many people wanted him to resign because there are very many packs after someone is not impeached. But remember, Gachagua is not a pauper. He's a billionaire. Promising him maybe 1 million every month after retirement. That is so little he can still make when he's not even in politics. The best thing was to fight on till the courts. And very many big politicians are made because of fighting, because of risking. If the courts come out to throw out this impeachment motion, Gachagua will be the winner. And the risk, the fight will be worth, because now will be a presidential candidate in 2027 from the community with the biggest voting basket, and that will make him the first runners up. In fact, one of the ugliest nightmares of William Ruto is seeing Rigathi Gachagua on the ballot. That is hard because we shall see Ruto running for his money. Okay? So even the Deputy Chief Justice has talked about this, is in preparation of what is going to happen in court. because already we've seen almost 26 applications from JCIC, private members, lawyers from Gachagua's side. So you clearly see that even the public is unsatisfied. If you ask the ground, trust me, without feelings, even those who support ODM, they will tell you that this process was not fair. How can you bring people in government yet you are chasing away your own? So this is a sign by the Chief Justice that they have prepared for the impeachment motion. Of course, that's my opinion. Do make comments by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is the first time on this YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.